Hey folks, Nerdy Barbarian here. Today I've got one to unbox. This will be a short one, but I wanted to get this one on camera. More and more of these are making me want to pull out the camera to unbox them lately, and that's probably, well, it's good and bad. It's good for my fun and bad for my wallet. This one, oh by the way, this is the Herman B in RWL34. Just got this one recently. Haven't done a video on this one yet either. This one I got used. I thought I had missed the boat on these when they dropped, but one popped up on eBay for a surprisingly fair price. Most of these are getting scalped for a lot, but this one was at table price, so I snagged it. I'm very excited about it. I'm quickly developing kind of a collection of these knives, and I really didn't expect to like them as much as I've ended up liking them, but they're... I'll stop short of saying it's my favorite brand ever, but it's one of my favorite brands ever. Thanks, Rob. Thank you, Rob. You ready? Another Shirogorov. Ursus line. I didn't know this was an Ursus. It costs a lot more than an Ursus. This was a special release, limited edition through Recon 1, I believe. This is similar to the Quantum. It's called the Quantium, which means, I guess, that it's got a titanium back scale and the show scale is something else. In this case, I think it's carbon fiber. Quantium Solar system. So not a numbered limited edition, just a serial number here. Carbon fiber front and titanium back. Look at that. That is beautiful. Oh man. Any other space nerds here? Man, every night when I go to sleep I turn on some kind of space documentary and zone out. This is freaking awesome. It's inlaid with different materials to look like the 9 planets. Yeah, we get 9. It even includes Pluto. And if you look, the Earth even has a moon. Very cool. Bronze anode pivot, kind of a, what do you call this? Shredded carbon fiber. Flip only, as is tradition with Shiro most of the time. I wish they'd give me more pierced fullers on these knives like the 111 has. But I'll live with it. Man, I like the back too. I like the way this has got kind of these orbital patterns carved into it. It's kind of what it reminds me of. It's probably what they were going for there. That's so cool. This is actually my first frame lock Shiro. My other two are nested liner locks, and I've grown to really, really like that out. I may even say I prefer a nested liner lock at this point over a frame lock, but I mean, frame lock will always be the old standby, the default that you compare everything else to, at least for me. But yeah, this is my first Shiro full-on frame lock without anything covering it. Let's see how this goes. Oh, yeah, perfect, perfect. It's that Shiro action you want to see. Let's see how it drops. Yep. Oh, feels like a Shiro. Smooth as oiled glass. Now these things aren't silent like some of the other higher-end knives are. You can hear these bearings. Or maybe that's the detent ball, probably both. But the sound actually is kind of endearing. I like it. Shh. Yeah, I love it. All three of my knives sound like that. The fit strip sounds a little different because of its construction. The whole thing rings like a bell. It's like one of those wood blocks drummers use, you know. This one's a little more muted. Sounds more like the Astrum, which is also an amazing knife. So yeah, I'm thrilled with this. This was a used knife, but it sure doesn't look used. I don't think it's ever been cut with. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't really see any marks either. Yeah, this thing is maybe a little bitty snail trail right there that I think he disclosed in the photos. And you have to have it at just the right angle to see it. I'm not worried about that. This is going to get carried and used. All of my knives do. Oh, that sounds so good. I hope that comes through on the microphone. And just like my other Shiros, as soon as you get over that long, unnecessarily long, in my opinion, detent ramp, thing just slams down, or glides down. Absolutely beautiful. And the space nerd in me just could not resist once I found this at the fair price, which is still high in my opinion. I don't know, I just have trouble thinking any knife is worth over $1,000, any pocket knife, without having crazy materials involved anyway. But at least this has some weird stuff going on. I mean, this took some work to inlay all these planets, to cut out all these planets and inlay all these planets. Yeah, that took some work. Look at this, in the carbon fiber they've even carved a ring, Saturn, little Saturn ring. That's cool. Jupiter. I hope this is coming through also the like Timascus of Jupiter and Saturn, or bands. Very cool. I wonder how they made the Earth, because it's got continents and everything on it. That's insane. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot about the making of this knife. I've seen a lot of people post photos of them, but I haven't seen anyone talking about how he actually did this. I'll put the artist's name on the screen right here who did this. He's a knife maker, but I think he's a... Knife makers are artists. Functional art. Absolutely love this. I'll have a full video out on this at some point. But I wanted to get that one out on camera. Thanks guys. Appreciate it. See you next time.